Hello YouTube, my name is Dennis Demena, so you can call me Crazy Russian. Today I will show you how to avoid one of the most common mistakes done by the beginners. It's called rushing. Not Russian, rushing, as when you're trying to get somewhere, like fast and stuff. So anyway, you'll see what will happen if you try to rush, and then I'll show you how to avoid this common mistake by use of something what we call a cover. And it will be in two parts. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battle. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a second because there's a lot of people right now waiting in a queue to get in a battle. Please hold. Your call is very important to us. Please continue to hold. Man, we're really pushing it. Up to 40 seconds right now. Alright, finally in battle. Province. Very good map, by the way, to show you what happens when you rush. If you notice, we're located in the left bottom corner of the map. I'm going to magnify this for you so you guys can see it. Right there, and the enemy is located probably in the right top corner of the map, rushing is a really bad idea. The problem happens with rushing because people think that their tanks are impervious or they can be shot at many times and nothing will happen to them. Well, it could not be any further from the truth. So let me show you what happens when someone thinks that way. That guy obviously thought he could scale the mountain. Alright. So what they do is they see where the enemy is, or they predict where they think the enemy will be, and they just go towards them full force. Well, my full force equals to about 32 kilometers an hour, give or take. The reason why it's kilometers an hour, not miles an hour, I think, is because it's made by Russians. Yeah, I know. They have everything in kilometers an hour, not miles an hour. Oh, there's my first enemy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shoot him like this. Let's see how lucky I'll get. 2. Oh, goodness. I am having my serious luck today. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm still not dead. Now I'm dead. Okay, actually, believe it or not, I lasted pretty long. Usually you die in about quarter of a time. That's what happened in here. So we'll stick for the round 2, and then I'll show you what to do in order not to get killed that quickly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you what to do in order not to get killed very quickly. So without any further ado, let's go ahead into the battle. Oh, this time we got really lucky. Almost right away. Actually, it's awesome. Malinovka. Actually, this is very interesting. You need to pronounce this name right. Since I'm Russian, I'm probably one of not very many that pronounces right. It's not Malinovka, it's Malinovka. You need to put an accent on the right part. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is you see the two ridges, and we have the houses in front of us, and the enemies on the other side. Well, you could take one of the two approaches. You could take either defensive approach or aggressive approach in this particular case, but in any cases you need to use the cover. And the cover is anything that will prevent you from getting hit, that you can hide behind, which could be either solid or it could be not solid. Solid cover would be something like this house over here, and not solid cover would be something like a bush. Well, there's quite a bit described in the tactics regarding that, and it's probably a whole conversation for another video, but in this particular sense here, I am covered behind the bushes, so my enemy will not see me unless if they get within 50 meters, 50, of me, which means pretty close. So let's, without any further ado, shoot him off. If you notice, my interface looks a little different. That's because I have installed something called a mod pack, modifications pack. And if you're interested, I'll put it in the description, so you will be able to see how to install it for yourself if you would like to have something similar. So if you notice, I'm not jumping out in an open field like I did last time, and I'm actually making sure I'm covering myself very adequately. If you also notice, oh, someone saw me. I kept a little bit of distance between the bushes and myself, so this protects me a little bit further, so the enemy cannot see me very well, but someone still noticed me. As soon as you get hit or defer something, or you notice that someone is aiming at you, well, actually you will not notice it until much later in the game. You have something called a sixth sense for that, which a little light bulb will light up in the center of the field over here and show you that you have been visible to other enemy. So this guy right now is rushing. He's being an idiot. Alright, and watch what's gonna happen to him. He may be able to notice some of the enemies or may not. We will see that in a second. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go into sniper mode by pressing shift on my button. Oh, he just got killed within one shot. That little rack sign that was next to him means that they have hit his ammo rack. But he showed one of the enemies. The fact that the enemy has disappeared here does not mean that he's not there anymore. So I can still shoot there and chances are I can hit him. The game will not show me if I hit him or not, but I can be pretty certain that I hit him. Right now I did not, because I've seen the sparks coming out of my shell. So if you notice, I keep using the cover all the time. So I'm either behind a building or I'm behind the bushes. I'm next to the building at all times. That means that if I get hit, I can immediately get behind a building like so, and I will not get hit anymore. So they can hit this building all they want with whatever they got. They will never destroy this building. Though I might add that some buildings in the game are destructible. Not this one. How do you know which ones are and which ones aren't? You really don't. Not until you play the game for a little while, and then you get a pretty good point of what's going on. Yes, defensive positions can be a little bit lengthy and long, and it can get a little boring. But that's what it is. I mean, you're defending. They come to you and you shoot them. But it looks like they're pretty much sitting on the same strategy. If you notice in left bottom corner about J2 right now block, there is FT tank that is trying to approach it. So what we do is we take a little bit proactive stance. We watch him as he approaches it. So as soon as he's gonna, it's called lighting up. When he's gonna see the enemy and the enemy is gonna appear on my map, it's called lighting up. As soon as he's gonna see them, I'm going to be able to aim at them. But notice there are no bushes in front of me, so that means as soon as I'm gonna shoot, they will notice me. That's just the mechanics of the game again. So what I can do is I can get rid of this barrier here in front of me, because otherwise I'll just hit the barrier if I'll shoot. And I wait. It's always good to leave a little bit of distance between yourself and the bushes, so muzzle flash from your tank will not reveal you to the enemy. So I'm watching him carefully. As soon as he lights up the enemy, I should be able to see him and support him, considering I have a clear line of sight to the enemy. Going out alone like this is kind of ballsy. You could get lucky like he did and get in enemy territory like that. Or you could hide. The reason why he just disappeared on my radar is because he's beyond the visible range. Okay, so this guy is hiding. So now I need to employ the proper hiding techniques. He's trying to cap us. It's called capture, or cap in short. So what I need to do is I need to be smart about it. Don't worry, we have quite a bit of time. So what I need to do is I need to approach him in such a way that it will be different. He may end up in my death.
Penetration. Track hit. Ammo storage is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow. Enemy armor is damaged.
I'm too slow for this tank. Oh, they got a second tank down there. I just reset the counter. I did die, but I just reset the counter by hitting him back. So, looks like we're gonna die in this map. But you saw the use of cover. So, in the next battle, try not to rush out towards the enemy, but rather smartly use your cover.